Good morning. Had a little glitch there. I had an overlay on there. Is it Monday already? Yeah, it must be Monday. So glitches happen after full moons. Oh, it's over here. And of course, I had my share of glitches today because it's Monday and last night was a full moon. So hope everybody is doing well. And you had a great weekend and you're starting your week off here. So I just signed up for StreamYard. See if I can get rid of this. So bear with me as I learn my way through this. I want that on there. But if I put an overlay over there, then I disappear. So take that off. So anyway, I'm trying to learn StreamYard here, and it seems to work pretty well. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. I see, let me find how to get into the chat here. I'm looking at my phone over here. Looks like Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Marshall was the first one in the house. Thanks, Marshall, for being here. Appreciate it. Did you like that opening trailer? I did that a couple days ago and posted it on my channel. Working on, okay, there's comments. Working on updating things. I've been up and running now for almost 2 years on my channel and trying to keep everything updated. So I thought it was time to do a new trailer, and that actually is done with iMovie. So I have iMovie on all my devices, and it has a template, and it works pretty good. You just plug in your words and plug in the video and the pictures that you want, and then it runs everything for you. So Marshall says that it was too cloudy to see the eclipse. We had clouds over our moon here at first, but they cleared up. And we were sitting on a hillside out to the west of us. I call it Lookout Hill. Had my tripod set up with my free-to-me camera. I have this Nikon. It's a Nikon 40 zoom. It has 40 zoom on it. And it's a Coolpix B500. So not a real expensive camera. I actually got this when I retired from the electric co-op back in 2018. They said, hey, here's a list of gifts. Pick something out for your retirement. And I thought, well, what better than a camera? I can learn how to take pictures, and it has all the automatic settings on it. And it worked pretty well last night. I took about 100 pictures, and this is probably the best one. This one here is just at the end of the eclipse. You can see on the upper right where the sun is still shining up there. So let me go down here and see who's here. Thanks everybody for being here. There's Marshall. If you guys haven't checked out Mellow Nomadic Adventures, he's got a great channel. I did an interview with him on his van. He has a minivan that he's got set up for stealth camping, and he does a really good job. He pretty well park anywhere and camp, and nobody even knows he's in there. So let's see who else is here. Scott Jacobs in appreciation. Hey, Scott. I think you guys have landed in your next spot there. I'm not sure where you're at, but I think Roy and Becky's Travels is going live at 10 o'clock Arizona time. So wherever you're at, stop in and check them out. They pretty well do a live stream every single day. There's my neighbor and good friend, Carl. You know, my sister's supposed to be here too. I had Carl and my sister online just in case they were the only two to keep me company this morning, but I certainly appreciate everyone else being here. Congratulations on the paid StreamYard plan. Thanks. I think that's going to work okay. I like to do things kind of in a quality ways and learn new things. So this gives me something to do and gives me something new to learn. So Roy and Becky came in here. Here they are saying hi to Marshall. Is Ron Darrell Adventures in here? Wow. Got a rock star in the house. Ron, I heard stories on Ava's live this morning that you guys really were having a good time last night. I was out looking at the moon, so I didn't make it, but I may have to go back and look at that. Ron Darrell Adventures does a live stream pretty much every night, and he has people up there, and they usually get into a little bit of trouble here. Roy and Becky says it was cloudy where they're at. Now, Roy and Becky, are you guys still up in New Mexico, or have you moved north from there? Scott Jacobs in appreciation. He's traveling with Roy and Becky, and they go a couple 100 miles a day and stop, and they're full timers. Great people. Got to know them real well as they were camping out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. So Marshall was here for a couple of months here in the Tucson area, and he went back home to work on a movie. So he actually builds movie sets. And he's back in Kentucky right now preparing for the next job that he has. And if you look at his channel, you'll see he's very good at constructing things, especially inside his van. He has really done a great job building cabinets and things that fit just in these tiny places and utilizing the space that he has. And he just has one of the best vans I've seen. Rayleigh Creative Travel, good morning. Thanks for being here. Roy and Becky are saying hi. My sister is trying to get in. Camping Therapy, Doreen is here. Hi, Doreen. How you doing? Doreen's working on restoring a travel trailers in 1987. I forget the model name, but she's repainted it, worked on the interior, fixed leaks. It's actually a fiberglass shell type camper, and it's coming out really great. Ron Darrell is commenting, hey, saying hello. Jill Weatherly stopped in. Hi, Jill. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Jill's actually lives here in the Tucson area. I don't know exactly where, but I think she's kind of on the east side of Tucson. 87 Cadet. Okay, it's an 87 Cadet that Doreen's working on. She posts interesting videos. She goes to a lot of shows around her area that are vintage camper clubs. They're vintage. A lot of them are old vintage travel trailers, and she does tours. Something that I really enjoy watching. So if you haven't stopped by Camping Therapy, check her channel out. She has some great stuff there. I like what people did with the old trailers and restoring them. And, rather than send them to the junkyard, if we can repair them and get them back on the road and out and enjoy them, that's the way to go, I think. Okay, so Jill's in Midtown near the university. Okay. And she's been a great supporter of mine, watches my videos. Everybody's saying, okay, so Camping Therapy says, I just got back from a vintage camper rally, did 5 video tours. Okay, that should be interesting to see. Yeah, I always enjoy those. They're quick, they're just a few minutes long. She goes in there, people introduce themselves, and then she does a quick run through on the interior and exterior of their campers, and it's really cool. Whoa, we got Van Life Rocks in the house. Ray, how you doing? Thank you very much for being here. Ray is a full timer. He's a van lifer, and if you know what a van lifer is, he lives in a very nice Chevy van full time, and he works and travels around mostly California. Ray hasn't been down here to the Ironwood Forest National Monument yet, but maybe someday, Ray. Maybe someday. That'd be nice. I did see Ray at Quartzsite, though. He was at Box Van D's meetup, and he had the music set up around the campfire. He had some lighting there, and it was just a great time. Okay, looks like my sister is here. Got it. Nice trailer for the channel. That's my sister Tanya. She's coming in from northeastern Iowa. Thanks, Tanya. Love you. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I won't be on your lives anymore as I was rudely attacked by one of your mods. Ron Darrell Adventures. Jill Weatherly, I'm not sure what happened there, but I apologize for that. Okay, Roy and Becky says, Ray, you need to get down here to the Ironwood Forest National Monument. I think Ray will make it. Yeah, he says it's on the bucket list. Hi, Scott. Scott Jacobs in appreciation. Jill saying hello. So it's getting hot here in southern Arizona, and after I drink my coffee in the morning, you see that connects me to the YouTube universe. That's a special chip right there. If I don't have that coffee cup, everything goes wrong. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. We go to Costco and we buy these Kirkland purified waters. And I was looking at it the other day thinking, well, this must be reverse osmosis and it's good water. And then I started doing a little research to see, is it really good water? In the front, it says, with minerals added for taste. So it's not just water, it's got minerals in it. And you think, okay, well, that's kind of nice. I guess minerals are good. Processed by advanced filtration, ozone, and reverse osmosis technology. That's kind of sounds high tech, doesn't it? For a report on the water quality, call us at, and it gives a number. Looks like it's made by NiagaraWater.com. So what's in it? It's not just water. It does have purified water in it. It's also got potassium bicarbonate. That's a pretty big word. Potassium, we all need potassium. Sodium bicarbonate. Well, I don't need too much sodium. Calcium citrate, we all need some calcium. Chloride and magnesium oxide. I have no idea what the heck that is. but I've been buying it now for years and years and years, and I'm still kicking, so I guess it's okay. So I started doing a little research to see what are the best and worst waters, and of course, it's all over the place out there. Roy and Becky says that's Lake Michigan water. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Jill says she's drinking the same water. Oh, there's Floss. Hey, Floss, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. So what's the weather in your place? It's starting to get hot here. Let me see what Siri says. Hey, Siri, what's the weather here today?
It's currently clear and 88 degrees. Temperatures are heading down from 91 degrees to 64 degrees in the early morning.
I don't know if you can see that, but it says a high of 102. So it's going to be 102 here today. Guess I better drink some water. Oh, Paula's here, Van Vita Travels. Thank you, Paula. She's running in the background. She's working, taking care of business where she works. She's a social worker and helps a lot of people out, has a great channel, and she's a great supporter. So thanks for being here, Paula. 88. Okay, let's see here what we got. We're 70 right now in Kentucky, where Marshall is. Van Life Rock says he's 88. I know he's in Southern California. Marshall says high of 77 today. Ooh, that would be nice. Roy and Becky say most bottled water in this country comes from Nestle. They resource the Great Lakes. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Maybe my sister Tanya could weigh in on that because her husband works for Nestle up there in northeastern Iowa. Didn't know they were into water. Okay, so Sister Tanya says we had 90s all last week in Huben. Now it's spring again this week. Monty is out mushroom hunting. Oh, boy, I wish. Normally we would be up there helping Monty do some mushroom hunting. But because of the price of gas, we decided to stay home and not travel except for locally. But if you guys have ever looked for morel mushrooms, it's pretty fun to find them. And Monty has some spots that he goes back to every year. And he usually does pretty good. So Floss says 73 going to 76 today. Doreen says 73. Oh, Bernae is here from Fairy Dust. Thanks, Bernae, for being here. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. So 102 looks like I got the record for high temperatures compared to everybody else. How do you guys like this picture here? This was the moon last night. We went out to the west and sat on a hilltop. I set up this camera, as I showed you earlier, on a tripod and just set it to auto and snapped about 100 photos and got this one. This is one of the better ones. All right. Oh, Paula says we're going to hit the 70s. Well, I wonder if the snow has melted up there for Paula. She's up there in Canada, of course. She spent, about 2.5 months down here in Arizona, and it was fun to watch her explore Arizona We got to meet her at Box Van D's meetup, and we had a great time. Paula's just a great lady. So going back to water and Nestle, my sister says it's quite the controversial thing. CEO doesn't believe water's a human right. He's wrong, of course. Neighbor Carl's here. Appreciate the support, Carl. I have a picture that Carl sent. Let me test this banner out. Well, the banner works. So I got a text from Carl, and he sent this. What was that, Carl? Last week? This is a diamondback rattlesnake. And if you look at it, you count the buttons. I think I counted 9 buttons on there. He's got property across the road from us. Great people working on building a beautiful house there this next few months. And so this is something we deal with out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument because the snakes are here before we were. So we have to be mindful of that. Let me see how I get rid of that now. Back here, back here. There I am. All right. So we have to be careful when we're out walking around. They are coming out. Looks like Lucy's here from Whoa Nelly RV Adventures. They're in California, and I got to meet them. They actually came out here and stopped for a couple nights out here in the monument. And I had a chance to talk with her and her husband, and great people. Enjoyed. They have a couple of cute little dogs that Lucy goes hiking with. Yep, got to watch for those snakes. Yeah, they're definitely out, Marshall. As soon as it starts getting warm, especially at night, when it's warm at night, we'll see them quite often, and we'll usually find them out on the road. Unfortunately, somebody runs over them because they're laying out in the road at night trying to stay warm. Scott says that's a beauty. I don't know, Scott. That's kind of debatable, I guess. Oh, Scott had a rattlesnake under his rig when they were out here camping. He got a video of that. I remember that. Yep, fairy dust. That's what we have out here. Now, it's not like everywhere you step, you find them. You don't find them everywhere you step, but we know that when it gets warm here in the desert, that they are going to come out. And we had our dogs actually trained, snake avoidance trained. We took them to the local vet here, and they trained them to avoid snakes. And so when our lab Duke smells a snake or sees one out in the yard, we know there's one on the property because he's usually sitting on the porch and he ain't moving. He's not going out there. So we know when there's a snake out there. Duke usually gives us a heads up. Yep, we have those too, Ray. We do have scorpions. I've been stung a couple of times. We find them under rocks. They're pretty fun to chase around at night. If you have a blacklight flashlight, sometimes you can find them at night and they show up translucent, kind of a purplish color. They really stand out. Fairy Dust says, you see, I'm freaked out on snakes because they're sneaky. Yeah, they can be for sure. One thing that I've noticed over the last, we've lived out here since 2004, so 18 plus years. One thing that I've noticed is they're not warning us anymore. So you can walk right by a rattlesnake and walk passed it 2 or 3 times. It used to be, 10 or 15 years ago, they would rattle and you'd hear them buzzing and they would warn you. Well, they're not doing that so much anymore. Now the Mojaves will. They're pretty aggressive and they'll usually warn you. All the snakes need to do is crawl in one of your potholes and they would live. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyone who's driven around our road, it's a Pima County road and one of the worst roads in the county. And you pretty well have to have a 4-wheel drive vehicle with good suspension to drive on our pothole. To drive on our road, because it's full of potholes and potholes and patches on top of patches. So yeah, Duke's doing pretty good. He's my buddy. He's getting old though. He's not able to walk. I used to, when labs are young, they're really high energy dogs. And he would get into all kinds of trouble. He would go out and dig holes all over the yard, going after ground squirrels and whatnot. So I trained him, leash trained him, and I would run him on my bicycle. So I got on my bike, got one of those extendable leashes, let it run out, and then he would pull me down the road about a mile, a little over a mile. And then I'd stop on Lookout Hill down there, give him a drink of water, give him a breather, and then we would trot back. So that would usually keep him out of trouble for the rest of the day. But he's slowing down. He's not able to walk a whole lot anymore, but he loves to ride the car. Okay, Jill's traveling tomorrow, gone for 2 months, lots of packing. Thanks, Jill, for stopping in. I really appreciate the support. So living the beach life may keep snakes away for the summer. Beach life. Ray knows a little bit about beach life. Yeah. We have lots of beach out here, but we don't have much water. Lots of beach, lots of sand. In fact, we have a wash that runs right through our property with lots of sand. But it only has water flowing during monsoon season when we get about an inch of rain. So we have half the beach, I could say. Fairy Dust says, enjoy, Jill. And Jill, you have safe travels. Hope you get where you're going safely. Everybody's saying safe travels to Jill. Yep, Lucy's on the beaches too. She's it's fun to watch her take her dogs out there and run up and down the beach. Is it a pug, Lucy? Excuse me if I'm forgetting now, but you have a cute little dog that just runs all over the place. It's so fun to watch. So Fairy Dust is living the beach life. What else is going on? Other than it's getting hot. I'm going to look at the rest of the photos. I took this one behind me here with this, and I'll have to look at the rest of them and see if I got any decent ones out there. But it was pretty fun to get out there. And the nice thing about living out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument is, there's 129,000 acres here. And we just go out the gate, hang a right at the stop sign, and there we are. So, Luna. That's right, Luna. Lucy's dog is Luna, and she's a cutie. Floss is wishing Jill a safe trip. Okay. Thanks, Doreen. she's got to get the camper ready for the second coat of paint. That's looking good, Doreen. Looking forward to your next video and seeing you out there with that, enjoying that. I imagine you'll be showing it. That will be nice to see. Luna's the pug and Roscoe's our mutt. Yeah. Lucy's Luna's the pug and Roscoe's a mutt. Yeah, I got to meet Roscoe when they were out here. He's a ball of energy for sure. Fires, fires, and more fires. So Scott, I didn't hear exactly where you guys were at. I had to go to the bank for quarters and it's laundry day. Okay, Floss. Yeah. Quarters, quarters. I remember hearing some time ago, it's probably been over a year, that there was actually a shortage of coins and they were basically foregoing the penny change. Have you guys seen that? I'm not sure that's still the case anymore. So Marshall says, I found a place in Tucson to do laundry that's $2.50 a load to wash and dry called Happy Laundry. I like laundry better than all the chores. You know, my wife Oki does laundry, of course, and I set up a washing machine outside in a small wooden, shack, and we actually do laundry and we put the water into a barrel, 55-gallon plastic barrel, and then I put a hose bib on it and we run hoses around to our trees on the property and we use that water to water the trees. So you figure a full load, you're going to get 20 to 30 gallons of water, and rather than dump it down in the septic or down the sewer, we try to reuse it and keep the trees going. So Doreen says, thanks, 2 videos a week. Day 8 is the last video. Okay, Doreen. Lucy's saying hi to Doreen. Don't work too hard, Doreen. She is working hard. She's determined to get that trailer back in shape, and can you tell I love pugs? Yeah, pugs are cute, especially Lucy's pug. She's a cutie. Okay, Cibola by Albuquerque. All right. Scott and Roy and Becky are in Cibola by Albuquerque. So that's where they're stopped, and they're doing a live stream coming up in about 25 minutes. So I always enjoy watching them. Take care, Doreen. I'd rather rest since I got home yesterday, but temps will go up later this week, Doreen says. Yep. Yeah, I do most of my big projects in the wintertime, and when the temperatures go up, Oki and I will go out and do our chores out in the yard, tend our gardens, and we're usually inside about the time it hits 100 degrees, which today will be very shortly. So I try to get all the big jobs done. I bought a 1998 Jeep that I've been working on since December, and I got it roadworthy, and pretty well got everything repaired on it that I wanted to. Haven't seen any signs lately about a coin shortage. Okay, that's good. That's good. So Roy and Becky, so you're up in the forest. Let's hope they don't close this forest too. Talk is maybe the 19th, according to the forest guy. They closed a bunch of forests up here in northern Arizona because of the risk of fires. And the forests up here are heavily used up around Show Low and that area up in there. We're going to try to get up there maybe next month and enjoy some time up in the trees. Okay, they have a popular mountain biking area, nice trails. Well, that's why it's so cool up there, huh? 75 feet above sea level. Nice. Yep, that'll be a lot cooler than it is here. I got the air conditioning running yesterday. I usually use a Swamp Box evaporative cooler to keep the house cool until we start getting over 100. And then I switch over to the very expensive air conditioning. Yeah, I guess before we go north, we need to probably do a little research. I'm wearing a hoodie, yeah. Rub it in, Roy. Rub it in. So Fairy Dust says, I heard some casinos were talking about coin shortages. That's interesting. Luna says, thank you, Steve. Yep, the heat just zaps the energy, that's for sure. And I find the older I get, the more that happens. I used to be able to, I worked for the electric co-op. I was working outside all day long with a long sleeve shirt on, and you had to really drink the water, but I didn't have a whole lot of trouble. So Carl's going to stop and make a phone call on the house bill. Thanks, Carl, for stopping in. I appreciate your support. Carl's my neighbor, and like all neighbors, we help each other out, and he's a great guy. Thanks, Carl. Floss says we had 90 several days last week with feels like over 100. So that's probably the humidity, right, Floss? I forgot where you guys are at. Are you guys up in the Northeast? Okay, Ray, I'm not sure what you're doing there. It doesn't look like the beach, though. Oh, it must be funny because Fairy Dust is laughing. Let's hope our Oregon-Washington journey travels in June aren't affected by fires. Yeah, there's some meetups up there. Okay, so Floss is at Joliet, Illinois, just southwest of Chicago. Okay. Pretty amazing, huh? We have people from Canada, we have people from Illinois, we have people all over the United States. It's pretty amazing, this technology that we're using to keep connected, and it sure was a good thing during the big C-19 we just got through. So hopefully everybody is healthy, doing well. Looks like I'm at 40 minutes here. Anybody have any questions for me? Otherwise, I'll probably go ahead and end the broadcast and stand by, see if there are any questions or anything else anyone wants to discuss. All right, everyone, thanks for being here. I've got a video to play on the way out. See if it works here. Here we go. Here's my exit video. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a great day and a fantastic week. See ya.